Okay. I'm going to read today. The story is called
The Perfect Present.
The Perfect Present by Fiona Roberton.
Fiona and dogs.
Today's music, if you can hear it, might be kind of loud. I don't know. We'll find out. Today's music is by Download. The album is called Furnace.
Perfect Present.
Chapter 1. Henry was way too excited to sleep.
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
I know, he's right there, huh? Because I have a message from him.
Can I see?
No, it's a message. It's got his little icon
Oh.
with the red dot that says I have a message.
I thought it was live and he messaged that it was.
I mean, he did just message me, but...
Hello, Daddy.
He was thinking about the enormous pile of birthday presents waiting for him downstairs and trying to guess what Spot was going to give him. He was guessing in alphabetical order and was currently at the letter T. Is it a trip for two to Timbuktu? No. A totem pole? No. A trampoline? No. Computer, lower volume. Spot had actually bought Henry a fishing rod. Whenever they passed the window of Mr. Angling's shop for anglers, Henry would push his nose up against the window and gaze at it longingly. If only it was mine, he would sigh. Spot couldn't wait to see Henry's face when he opened it. It was going to be the perfect present. In his head, he thinks that he will hear Henry say, "Oh, Spot, thank you. It's perfect. I love it." It's so nice to give gifts.
It's almost my birthday too.
I know. Chapter 2. The Surprise. Morning came, and Spot and Henry raced downstairs. Henry ripped open all of his presents from his mom and dad, and his sister Olivia, his uncles, aunts, and cousins.
If I can have a real airplane,
Yeah,
that I need to.
that'd be cool. He was just about to open Spot's present when the doorbell rang. Ding dong. Make a doorbell sound.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Henry's grandparents had arrived, and they had brought with them a strange and rattling box. They very carefully placed it on the floor in front of Henry. What's in the box?
A puppy.
What do you think is in the box?
A dog.
My fellow grown-ups might remember a movie where they say that frequently. What's in the box? Not child safe movie. There was a loud and sudden woof. An outburst. "A dog!" yelled Henry, "with a waggy tail, a soft wet nose, and a warm furry tongue. He's perfect." He ran straight to the garden to teach the dog some fantastic new tricks. Oh, excuse me.
Daddy. No,
Okay. Spot followed them out. Spot followed them out into the garden. But you haven't opened my present yet, he said. But Henry was not really listening. Why do you think he wasn't listening? Why do you think?
Because he didn't open his present.
Yeah, he knows that, but why do you think he hasn't opened the present? Why isn't he listening to Spot? I'm asking Riv.
He bought it.
He farted.
Yes. Can I?
Right. Well, he's not listening because he's focused on his new dog. You see how he's tugging on how Spot is tugging on Henry's shirt? He's trying to get his attention. But Henry is more focused on his new dog. Spot was miserable. Henry's always wanted a dog, and now he has one, he thought. I might as well not be here. So he left him a note to say goodbye, and he quietly packed his things. It was dark outside and had started to rain. He shut the door softly behind him and set off on the long journey back to his old house. It was still raining when Spot came to a river. His suitcase was simply too heavy for him to fly with, so he jumped in to swim. He tried to swim across. But the rain had made the river far too fast and strong, and Spot was tumbled away downstream. He desperately grabbed at the branches of a tree as the river swept him past, then clambered unsteadily to the top. The rain carried on raining, and the river rose up to meet him. Spot was stuck, and he did not know what to do. Oh wow, there's lightning. Blah. Chapter 3, The Rescue. Meanwhile, what? Oh, Spot! Oh no! Henry found Spot's note and was immediately upset. Spot had almost given up hope when suddenly he heard shouting in the distance, and it made his heart jump. He saw that Henry had come to find him. But then he heard barking too, and his heart sank. The dog was with him. There was a flash of light, and the dog slowly came sniffing over the hill. Then, barking noisily, the dog rushed headlong toward Spot. "Wait!" shouted Henry. But it was too late. With a single bound, the dog jumped into the river and immediately sank like a stone.
Wait, can't they swim?
Yeah, they can swim, but this is a story, and maybe the dog is made of, like, boulders.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, there's a talking stuffed animal duck. Spot knew he had to do something. He dove straight in after the dog and caught him by the collar just in time. But now they were both in trouble. Spot was so tired, and the dog was so heavy, and they both began to sink. Then, from somewhere above them, came a strange whizz, plop, and Spot felt a sharp tug at his neck. What do you think that sound was? Whizz, plop. You have boogers on your back?
Ew.
That's beautiful. You should probably take them off your back. Do you see it? Oh. He looked up, and there was... Guys, focus. Come on. Put her down. Sit your booty down and do your work. Sometimes you gotta use the voice. He looked up, and there was Henry, holding his brand new fishing rod and smiling. "Oh, Spot," said Henry, "I was so worried about you. Why did you leave?" "Because I didn't think you needed me anymore," said Spot. "I thought dog was your perfect pet now." "Spot," said Henry, "I will always need you, and you will always be my perfect pet, no matter what." "But perhaps," he said, "the dog can be our perfect pet. I would never have found you without him." Spot looked curiously at the dog. "I've never had a pet." "You'll love it," Henry said. "Pets are excellent." "So," asked Spot hopefully, "do you like your birthday present?" "Spot," replied Henry, "it's absolutely perfect."
Couldn't find dye green, so I'm just doing dye.
That is appropriate. Well, that was a cute story, wasn't it? I actually hadn't read that one. Cool.
Bye.
Okay, go put that book up. Oh, I'm not ready for you to push the button yet. Okay. That's my last video for this week. I'll try to do another one next week. I've done a lot of video stuff this week, so it's time for a break. So if you're curious about the music, the group is called Download. The album is called Furnace. It's an experimental group. This album isn't particularly abrasive, might be a little discordant, but not bad. Not yet. So my friends, I know it's been a hard week. There's been some crazy news. Take a deep breath and know that we can definitely get through this. Everyone. We can support each other. All right.
Take a deep breath and say that you got this.
All right, Ruth, push the button. No, this one.